Are you looking for the best projector? In this video we will look at some of the best projector on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Epson Home Cinema 5050 UB. Unlike rival DLP-based projectors, 2LCD has no requirement for a spinning wheel. As a consequence, 3LCD models tend to sound quieter in operation, and they're completely free of the rainbow fringing effect associated with DLP. The Home Cinema 5050 UB ATW 940 is a testament to just how good 3LCD can look. The model is 3D capable. There are no active 3D glasses supplied in the box, so be prepared to budget for the requisite funny specs if you have a 3D disc collection, supports HDR10 and HLG, and has superb contrast and a solid black level performance. Epson's Pro UHD projectors use a proprietary pixel shifting technique that derives a 2160p picture from a trio of 1080p LCD panels. Dynamic contrast on the ATW 940 is rated at 1,200,001. You'll need a fair amount of room to accommodate this model though. It's on the large size 520x170 by 450 mm, and would be best served with a ceiling mount and partnering screen. However, that size contains a solid unit that has excellent build quality. The matte black chassis features a centrally positioned lens, with a gray trim. Connections include 2 HDMI inputs, USB, a VGA PC port, plus RS-232C and Ethernet LAN for control use. 812B trigger handles automated screen control. The projector comes with a large backlit remote control. Number 2. Sony VP-LVW325ES. While there are many reasons the VP-LVW325ES performs as well as it does, the main one comes down to two simple words: contrast ratio. Using a trio of 4K SXRD liquid crystal on silicon chips, the VP-LVW325ES puts out a contrast ratio that's 60% better than the next best projector I've measured recently, and more than 10x better than most of the other projectors I've reviewed. That contrast allows the Sony to create an image that looks significantly more realistic, with more apparent depth, than anything that costs less. And a lot of projectors cost less. You could buy a good used car for less than this projector. I know, I have. And despite the high price, this Sony is not particularly bright. A few years ago its 1500 lumens would have been fine, but these days 2500 is common and over 3000 isn't unheard of because of its excellent contrast ratio. However, the VP-LVW325ES still blows away brighter PJs like the Epson 5050 UB, but you need total light control in your room, otherwise its remarkable black level is wasted. You can think of the VP-LVW325ES as the OLED TV of projectors. It looks stunning in every way, but it's also very expensive and absolutely needs heavy curtains, at least blackout curtains ideally, for the select few who can afford it, and have a room that suits it. It's fantastic. Number 3. Optima UHZ50. The Optima UHZ50 is the company's latest stab at an entry-level all-in-one DLP 4K laser projector. It comes with everything you need to get started with a home cinema setup, including integrated speakers, the ability to stream apps, and HDR support. That's a useful array of abilities that makes this projector an appealing proposition for those after a fuss-free solution to their projection needs. Ultimately though, it's the picture performance that will determine whether or not this Optima is recommendable. The UHZ50 comes in at £2,699 per $2,799 per $4,999, which seems a very reasonable asking price considering the specs. For the money, the Optima gives you a lot, especially in terms of features, with a built-in Android operating system and 16 GB of internal storage. However, it's worth noting that around 7 GB of that internal storage is taken up by said operating system, leaving the capacity for downloading apps and storing local files more limited than that headline figure suggests. Number 4. Optima UHD 35. One of the top-selling 4K projectors in August, the Optima UHD 35 is a true 4K DLP projector with a brightness rating of 3600 lumens. This produces a clear image even with some ambient light. The units support 4K HDR, high dynamic range content in both HLG and HDR10 formats. Gamers will be happy to hear that the UHD35 has an input lag of 4.2 microseconds in gaming mode and supports 1080p gaming at 120 Hz or 4K UHD gaming at 60 Hz. Optima claims the lamp can last up to 15,000 hours. The projector features a 1.1x zoom lens and variable keystone controls plus or minus 40 degrees. There are no streaming apps on board, but you can connect a 4K streaming stick to one of the projector's HDMI 2.0 inputs. The UHD35 recently got a recommendation from John Higgins on Projector Central, who said, "The Optima UHD35 is an excellent budget 4K projector that is sure to please someone looking for some extra detail in their movies and games without a big price premium over 1080p models." Number 5. BenQ HT3550i. From BenQ, the days of enjoying premium home cinema have just begun. The HT3550i projector, the world's first true 4K home cinema projector with Google-certified Android TV, connects you to the Google Play Store with your favorite films, TV shows, games, and sporting events. The days of cords and connection worries are over. Featuring an easy-to-use interface, BenQ's projectors provide easy access to Google Play for full family fun. BenQ's Cinematicolor technology utilizes optimal colors to bring out accurate and